Stop scrolling, here are the world's top headlines, fast and direct. This is the Intrepid News, bringing you the essentials for June 26, 2025. Let's dive deeper into today's most important global stories. President Trump reaffirmed U.S. commitment at the NATO summit in The Hague, sparking debate over defense spending and Federal Reserve changes. Allies discussed the future of transatlantic security, with some European leaders urging increased contributions. Meanwhile, the Federal Reserve's new policy direction drew mixed reactions from global markets, with investors watching closely for further developments. Iran-Israel tensions remain high, as Qatar pushes for a ceasefire, and the CIA reports major damage to Iran's nuclear program. Diplomatic efforts continue, but the region remains on edge, with international observers warning of possible escalation if talks stall. In space, Axiom 4's private crew launched to the ISS, marking another milestone for commercial spaceflight. Meanwhile, SpaceX debris landed in Mexico, no injuries reported. But authorities are investigating the incident and reviewing safety protocols for future missions. Israeli operations continue in Gaza, with humanitarian groups calling for restraint. In Kenya, the nation marks a year since deadly unrest with fresh protests, as citizens demand justice and reforms from the government. Jeff Bezos weds in Venice in a lavish ceremony, drawing global attention. Meanwhile, Amazon workers protest AI-driven job cuts, highlighting growing concerns over automation and labor rights in the tech industry. The Pentagon unveiled its 2026 weapons budget, focusing on next-generation defense systems. At the same time, Huawei's new laptop fuels US-China tech rivalry, with both nations racing to secure technological dominance. In sports, the Cavaliers eye Kevin Durant in a blockbuster move, while Borussia Dortmund advances in the Club World Cup, thrilling fans worldwide. Severe flooding in southern China displaces thousands as rescue efforts intensify. Local authorities are working around the clock to provide aid and prevent further damage as heavy rains continue. France faces mass protests over pension reforms, with unions planning more strikes. The government is under pressure to negotiate as public discontent grows. Japan's yen hits a 20-year low, prompting possible Bank of Japan intervention. Economists warn of potential impacts on exports and consumer prices. Brazil signs a new pact to protect the Amazon after indigenous protests. The agreement aims to curb deforestation and promote sustainable development with international support. Wildfires in Australia force evacuations as firefighters battle worsening conditions. Authorities urge residents to stay alert, as weather forecasts predict continued high risk. South Korea launches a nationwide AI education initiative in schools, aiming to prepare students for a rapidly changing workforce and digital future. At the UN, world leaders pledge new climate targets and green energy investments, signaling renewed commitment to fighting climate change. That's your world in just over 2 minutes. Subscribe for more updates from the Intrepid News. Stay curious, stay connected.